up? This is Hannah from Raw Energy. How you guys doing? I'm making a video for you today about something that really gets me excited down here at the beach that I live in, or live near. I've been really into doing beach barbecues down here, and when I'm burning wood on the fire, I often find tools that have been sort of like redeposited back into my world, and I then like recognize a certain special use for them during the fire making and barbecuing process, and I just like to share a few of them now. They've all each got their own character, and so I've sort of named them after the kinds of shapes and the kinds of uses that they have. So I'll show you the first two that I discovered. This is hook and stoker. Hook is basically like the hook, and the stoker is basically the lifter or the leverage, and also he also stokes the fire. So this is how I use hook and stoker. To move the barbecue around like this, When you barbecue on a fire, you have to be really careful. You have to know what your fire is up to and what the food is doing as well. So oftentimes you'll find you'll have to move your barbecue real quick, or your grill real quick, to stop things from burning or to stop things from falling in the fire. These tools here have helped me save many pieces of hot and spicy chicken so far. And yeah, they are a part of the Raw Energy barbecue toolbox. And I'll introduce you to this other one, super cute. His name is Scoop, and when I found this piece of wood, I nearly died. I thought it was so cute, and just the little scoop on it is just so lovely, just for tasting or flipping things over. And you can also lift the barbecue with it. See, like most of these tools are used for lifting the grill, and they're also good for just, you know, whatever you find useful for them. Like, I guess the possibilities are endless, really. So yeah, I'll introduce you to the next piece. This is shark. Sometimes you'll find yourself just holding on to a piece of wood for a period of time, and you're like, oh wow, this is a really great piece of wood. This is pretty much what shark was. Started doing things like this with shark, just lifting the grill like this. A lot of these tools are used in conjunction with each other, so like if I use a bit of a stoker and a bit of shark, you know, it's quite good just for twisting things around and moving things around. Also stoking the fire, like sometimes I like just hammering on pieces of wood just to crack open the coals a bit so the heat can come back up into the food. And I also started drawing with this, and I realized how much I actually love drawing with pieces of charcoal on the beach on bits of rock or clay or wood. I've loved drawing since I was a little kid, and it just feels like I've connected to an ancient part of that by utilizing the charcoal as a material and a medium. So there's that. I've also found this other piece of wood. Like, this is what I mean. Like, you'll go for a walk on the beach and you'll find something like this. You may just walk past it. You may not even look at it in any sort of way. But when you pick it up and look at it closely, that's when you sort of start to realize the beauty and the resourcefulness of these little tiny things that people usually walk past and take for granted. See, like, I'm not really sure what I'd use this for yet, but I'm holding on to it just in case I find a use for it later. I started scratching my back with it, which was quite good. And yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, Raw Energy, for a lot of the times, it's about going slow and looking at things closely, and you know, being very curious about what you're looking at, and wondering where it came from or what its uses are. And I find that the beach is a really great place for that, because you have a lot of debris, you have a lot of driftwood, you have a lot of shells you can use as like a knife or anything like that. Like, you'll find pretty much everything that you could use to sort of survive just in the beach. And I'm fortunate enough to live by the beach and the bush, and I'm starting to form some close relationships with the things that are around me. And I that's what I'm trying to encourage with raw energy. People need to step back from the things that are overwhelming them, that are sort of materialistic, and just sort of go back to what's already there, and looking at the power and the potential in what we take for granted. A lot of the times these are natural things that are just deposits of just nature, and how we can kind of reconnect with that type of way of seeing. It's all about what you don't know is there, and being open and keeping your eyes open for that. And when you see something that you like, or that you see as potentially useful, say this piece of wood here, you open up a world of possibility for that one little piece of wood. And to me, that is so gratifying for the soul. That is just it gives me so much joy to realize that for a piece of wood that I know many people would just discard or disregard. Look at what people are doing with plastic. They just disregard that like it's nothing. Like, people need to fall in love with these pieces of wood again. And I mean, if you don't get that, and if it doesn't make sense to you, that's fine. But I'm here to spread that message by relearning things that people have forgotten, and hopefully using a connection with things like this as a way into opening up our heart and reconnecting with our core as human beings. So that's my goal. That's my journey. I'm really excited by things like this, and I'll show you guys them in action, and at some point when I'm actually doing a barbecue. So hope you guys have a great week. Thanks for listening to my video. I'll catch you later. Rock and roll. Peace out.